What's going on, everybody? My name is Matski and welcome to the start of the Newcastle United career mode. This marks the road to glory career mode on the channel. We're finally stepping out of the big six. After taking over Manchester United and Arsenal, Newcastle United were struggling to maintain their spot in the Premier League. They were relegated at one point. They stuck with Rafa Benitez as their manager, who brought them immediately back up to the Premier League. And then they decided not to renew his contract. And we know what happened after that. They were dropped into mediocrity, barely holding on to their spot in the Premier League. And then came the point where they were in 19th place and a decision had to be made. The owner sold the club. Eddie Howe took over as the new manager, and they ended up finishing in 11th. So I think it's time we take over, bring in the proper players, and bring Newcastle United to glory. For this career mode, we're going on ultimate difficulty and custom sliders. I'll show those once we get into the main screen. International job offers are disabled. And I'm going to start off with a £50 million financial takeover. Newcastle United have a lot more money in real life given the current owners that they have, but I think it'll just make it way too easy if we give ourselves about £500 million to work with in the first season. We'll be able to sign some unrealistic players, and I want this rebuild to at least take some time. So I'll start off with 50 million, and then if we finish in a top spot in the Premier League, we'll be getting around 100 to 120 million pounds, no problem. So really just look at this 50 million as being an initial boost for the new owners that just came in, and we'll be able to make some good signings with that money as well. So here's a quick look at the squad that we have to start this career mode off. Of course, we have our main man, Alain Saint-Maximin, out on that left-hand side. He's going to be a beast, and we're going to look to build the current team around him. Callum Wilson's our striker. He was recently brought in. We know Eddie Howe and him had a good time over there at Bournemouth before, but we also have Wood on the bench. He's not really my type of player. He's really low on pace. He might be able to help us out in the simulation. Out on the right, we have Miguel Almiron. Fraser and Murphy are the backup wingers. Looking at our midfield, it's pretty decent. We do need to strengthen, but having players like Joe Willock and Bruno Guimaraes in there is a really nice starting piece. I know currently Newcastle United are linked with a move for James Maddison, and I might look to bring him in, and we're in need of some proven high quality players that can bring Newcastle further up the table. As far as the bench goes for the midfield, we have Joelinton, Longstaff, and Hayden as support for those positions. When it comes to left backs, Matt Targett was recently brought in from Aston Villa. Lewis is there as a backup, so not too bad in that position. Not really an immediate area where we need to strengthen. The right back position, of course, Kieran Trippier is there. He's a very high overall, a nice leader to have in the squad. And again, we have a couple of backups in Kraft and Manquillo. And when it comes to the center backs, Sven Botman was the big marquee signing for this season. He came in from Lille for about £37 million. He's 21 years old at that 79 overall, left-footed on that left side. So an excellent player to have and to build around at the back. He will be our center back for the future. He's not going anywhere. I'm excited to see how much he can grow here in this career mode. But other than that, I will say the quality isn't looking too good. Fabian Schär is there right now. We also have Dan Burn, Lascelles, Fernandez, and Dummett as the center backs. So again, a lot of players that we can sell on, but I don't imagine they'll be going for a lot. And then in goal, Nick Pope was just brought in. We know what he's capable of. He stands at 6'6", so I expect him to be keeping the ball out of the net. So I'm excited to see how he'll do this season. And we also have Dubravka and Darlow as our backup goalkeepers. I might look to sell on Dubravka. There's no need for a 79 overall goalkeeper to be our backup, considering Darlow will be more than good enough for that role. So there it is. There's the initial squad we have to work with. Some pretty nice pieces, but again, some areas that we need to strengthen. For this Road to Glory career mode, I'm going to look to make some restrictions when it comes to transfers. I don't want the transfers to get out of hand too early on, where we sell about 7 or 8 players and then we bring in 5 or 6 new ones, and just like that, our squad is ready to go. I want to extend this career mode a little bit. I want to space out the signings, so I will restrict myself to about 3 signings per transfer window, just so that we don't get an influx of new players straight away. And considering Newcastle United already signed the likes of Nick Pope and Sven Botman in this transfer window, I will cut that number down to 2 for this first transfer window. So that means we're gonna have to make sure that those 2 players coming in will truly help the squad out. The same goes for selling players. I don't want to just offload about 7 or 8 players straight away in this first window. I know we have some surplus to requirements here at Newcastle. We have about 5 or 6 center backs. We have about 4 or 5 wing backs. So yes, there are players we could move on, but I don't want to do that straight away. I'm going to restrict myself to about 3 or 4 players that we can sell on, just so that we can keep some of these Newcastle United players at the club. And again, you see some clubs that struggle to sell players on. And when it comes to players that are barely making it into the starting 11 for Newcastle, I doubt there are any suitors for them, which means that it will be a little bit more difficult to find a club. So that being said, I will pick out 4 players to place on the transfer list and see if we can get any offers for them. So to start things off, these are the 3 players that I have listed: Martin Dubravka, Joelinton, and Miguel Almiron. on. We don't need Dubravka at the club considering we have Nick Pope now as our starting goalkeeper. We can move him on and get some good money for him. Joelinton is our cam, but I will have Joe Willock coming off the bench as I do want to bring James Maddison in because he's been heavily linked with the move to Newcastle United. So there's really no place for him in the squad. And again, we can get some pretty decent money for him. And then the third player that I have transfer listed is Miguel Almiron. He's got some pretty decent value at 13 million pounds. And I would like to bring in a new winger, somebody of a higher level, Premier League proven player. A player that immediately comes to mind is the likes of Wilfried Zaha. He's been Premier League proven. He's a top quality player. And I think he can take Newcastle United to the next level. So there's no need to really keep Miguel Almiron on the bench. I'd rather sell him on and get that money for him. And that's 3 players that I've listed. So I will look as well to see if we get any offers and sell another maybe 1 or 2 players maximum in this transfer window. Another thing that I briefly want to mention before we get into the transfer business is the development plans. Based on how quickly we were able to grow that Arsenal squad in the last career mode, I think I will just keep the development plans unbalanced. I think it makes it way too easy when players have plans. They grow way too quickly and overall. As you saw, we had a completely 90 overall squad in season 2 for Arsenal. I'd like to just slow it down, slow the development down, let the players develop on their own at their own pace. If they have a great season, of course, dynamic potential will kick in and give them a nice boost, but I don't want to make them overpowered too quickly. If you're excited for this Newcastle United career mode, smash that like button and hit subscribe to never miss an episode. Like I mentioned before, there's going to be restrictions on signings. I'm going to keep it to about 2 signings for this season. And the 2 players that I want to bring in to strengthen the squad here at Newcastle are James Maddison and Wilfried Zaha. 2 Premier League proven players. James Maddison, he's going to be 24 years old. He has room to grow and he seems like a very solid player. And the other one is Wilfried Zaha. We know what he's capable of over there at Crystal Palace. We surround him with more talent. It'll give Zaha more room to free roam and to take on his opponents. And I think having Zaha on one wing, St. Maximin on the other, is a very scary sight for Premier League defenders. So those are going to be the 2 initial players that I go after. Let's just wait for the scout report to come in. Another thing I want to mention as well are the season objectives for this career mode. Leave some suggestions down below. I'm going to look to make some career mode objectives for the next episode. So outline some seasonal objectives for player-based performance or team-based performance, and I'll integrate that into the next episode for the career mode. So here we go. We already get an offer coming in for Joelinton from Sporting. I'm going to delegate this offer. I'm going to start the offer at 11.5 million, and I won't sell him for less than 10. So let's see if the assistant manager can get a deal done there. We also get an offer coming in for Miguel Almiron, this time from Villarreal. Once again, I'm going to delegate, start the offer at 18.5. and don't sell him for less than 16. Got the scout reports back for James Maddison and Wilfried Zaha. They're at an 82 overall right now. I think James Maddison is a very solid player. He's a very solid central attacking midfielder, and I think he'll give us a nice boost for that midfield. So let's go ahead. Let's bring him into the club. Newcastle United are currently linked with a move for James Maddison. I believe Leicester are asking for about 50 million pounds. I think he'd be a great signing for them. So let's see what Brendan Rodgers has to say. I'm going to start off with 45 million pounds and a 15% sell-on clause. And he accepts that offer straight away. So there we go. The first signing in this Newcastle United career mode is James Maddison. So there we go. James Maddison is officially slotted into that starting 11 spot. We're already looking much better. We have some nice pieces to build around. I just can't wait to get this career mode going. We get a transfer offer coming in for Dubravka. Torino are offering 9.2 million pounds. And I'm not even going to bother negotiating for this. That seems like a pretty good offer. He's 32 years old, 79 overall. Let's go ahead, sell him and bring some more money into the club in order to make that Zaha deal happen. So after selling the likes of Almiron and Joelinton, we now have enough money to go ahead with this deal here for Wilfried Zaha. So here it is. Wilfried Zaha has been trying to get a move away from Crystal Palace for what seems like forever. I'm going to start off with a 32 million pound offer and a 15% sell-on clause. Let's see what Patrick Vieira has to say. I know he won't really like to part ways with Wilfried Zaha as he's the top player over there. He comes back with a 35.3 million pound offer, and I'm going to go ahead and accept that deal. That seems like a fair price to pay for Wilfried Zaha. Our squad's looking really nice. We have some Premier League proven players. It's time to take over. So there we go. That's going to do it for the signings for this first season here at Newcastle. We brought in Wilfried Zaha. We brought in James Maddison. The squad is looking much better right now. Of course, there are still positions that I want to strengthen, but I don't want to overload the squad with new signings straight away. We'll be able to see what these Newcastle players are capable of. We're going to give everyone a chance to shine. So far, so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the squad. Let's see how we do in the Premier League this season. So the Premier League season is officially here. We begin our campaign with a match against West Ham, and we're at home in front of the Newcastle fans. St. James's Park is going to be rocking for this one. The fans are excited by the new signings. It's time to see what we can do here in charge at Newcastle United. When it comes to the squad, we have some players to make something happen. My main objective for this first season will be to finish in around that top 8, top 7 place in the Premier League. If I can get into the Conference League for next season, that would be wonderful. But I want a top half finish at the very least. So here we go. That is the starting 11 that we will begin this campaign off with. St. Maximin, Wilson, and Zaha up top. They have pace, they have power, they have dribbling abilities, so I know they're going to be a dynamic front three for us. James Maddison and Bruno Guimaraes in that midfield. Two very exciting players. I know we still have Jonjo Shelvey in there, but we can have him sitting back a little bit more, getting those defensive duties. He'll be all right. I know he doesn't have the greatest pace. I might look to insert Joe Willock into that starting central midfielder position. As far as the back four goes, Sven Botman and Schär will be our two center backs to start off with. Target and Trippier will be our wing backs, and we have Nick Pope in goal. So overall, it's a pretty decent looking squad. I know there's still room for improvements, but we'll get there in the end. So let's start the season off. We're ready to go. And let's pick up 3 points here against West Ham. I'm so excited to officially start this new career mode off. We're in charge of Newcastle United. It's a new club, new players, and a beautiful home stadium to be playing at. Let's see what we can accomplish here in the first season. Let's start it off right with 3 points. And here comes Bruno G. He's going to play it out wide to Wilfried Zaha. First touch for the new signing. He cuts inside as he drops his man. He's going to play this one inside. Callum Wilson takes a shot, and a good save there from Fabianski. What a way that would have been to start the career mode off. But we'll play the corner short now. Here comes James Maddison. He's going to get around. He drops that pass back. Bruno Guimaraes picks it up. He finds Fabian Schär. Schär plays that one to Maddison, who's going to curl it with his left, but it goes just wide of the post. Really quickly, before I get into more gameplay, I just want to show you guys the sliders. I forgot to do that earlier. Shot error and pass error are down to 5. Goalkeeper abilities up to an 85. The position markings at a 60. And the first touch control error for the CPU is at a 10. So it's the same sliders that we had in the Arsenal career mode. It's definitely going to be a challenge. Here comes Bruno G. I see St. Maximin out wide. Beautiful ball there. St. Maximin takes a touch and cuts inside. He's going to try to take the shot off, but Kufal is there. First touch on the ball for Sven Botman. He reads that one beautifully and picks off that pass. Now we can turn and go the other way. Target's going to play it up to St. Maximin. St. Maximin's going to cut inside. We know he likes to dribble with it. He puts on the moves and finds Bruno G. Bruno G has it. He's going to just let it fly from outside. And Fabianski with another good save. So far, we've been the better team in this half. We've been applying a lot of pressure. And now St. Maximin cuts inside. Can he find a curling effort? Fabianski with another excellent save. This guy's denying us every chance he's got. Good tackle there by Shelvey as he wins it back. That's exactly what I want to see from him. Wilson's going to play it up to St. Maximin now. Here comes Alan St. Maximin. Cuts that one to Wilfried Zaha. And the new signing kicks off with an excellent goal there. The wingers are linking up. St. Maximin and Wilfried Zaha pairing up there to get Newcastle United the first goal of the match. That all started off with a beautiful tackle from Jonjo Shelvey to win the ball back for us. And then St. Maximin cuts it back, and Wilfried Zaha is not going to miss from there. He gets his Newcastle United career started off with a bang, gets us the 1-goal lead, and it's been a perfect start so far. That's exactly what I want to see from our wingers. I want to play it out wide, get them cutting inside, and getting attacks built up using our width. Great start so far here in this match. Scamacca turns and gets that pass. He's going to play it into Declan Rice. Declan Rice lays it off to Vlasic, who chips it up to Fornals. Nick Pope does well there to make that save. Looked like it would be a comfortable save, but instead he kind of just palms it out rather than catching it. It's out for another West Ham corner. They've really picked it up after we scored our goal. We need to defend here. Don't give him anything before halftime. Scamacca has it. He plays it out wide to Masuaku. Stop that cross. Great job there by Kieran Trippier, who's got the captain's armband to start this season off. And that does it for the first half. West Ham really did pick it up after we scored the goal. We started off strong, but we kind of took our foot off the gas. We need to regroup at halftime and come back stronger in the second half to pick up a few more goals and to secure the 3 points. But all in all, it's been a great start. The fans are liking what they're seeing from the new signings, so let's keep it up in the second half. Maddison now, he's going to swing that one out wide to Wilfried Zaha. Let's see if the former Crystal Palace man, now the Newcastle United player, can make something happen. He gets taken out, but Bruno G picks it up. He's going to play it inside to Callum Wilson, who turns, takes it on with his left, and bangs that one in the top corner. What a run there by Wilfried Zaha. He got taken out, but we stayed with it. And just like that, it's 2-0 for Newcastle. Potential free kick opportunity, but we stay with the play. Callum Wilson turns nicely on Ogbonna and bangs that one in the top corner. Callum Wilson, he may only be a 79 overall, but he's a very good striker in FIFA. I know he'll score a lot of goals for us, and he does well to finish there. St. Maximin plays that one up to Madison. Madison immediately plays it inside to Callum Wilson. Wilson from a tight angle. I couldn't really pick out a pass, so I tried to go for goal, but it goes just wide on that opportunity. Make a quick little substitution here. John Joe Shelby's done well in the midfield, but I'm going to bring him off and bring Joe Willock on. Jared Bowen has it out wide. He's going to drop it off to Kufal. Now it's inside to Vlasic. Stop that cross from coming in, lads. Pope makes a save, and it's another corner. Great job there from Nick Pope. He's looking very solid so far. Time to play this corner short again. It gets played into James Madison. Madison is going to lay it off to Joe Willock, who's just going to let it fly from outside. And Joe Willock, what a goal! He might have to be inserted into the starting 11 after that finish. He just took a touch, picked out the top corner and let it fly. Nothing Fabianski could do about it. We know he could score goals. He put on a show for Newcastle when he came here on loan. And look at that. What a start for him. He will definitely get more playing time if he can continue to finish like that. Banged it into that top corner, and it's a 3-0 lead here for Newcastle. What a start to the Premier League season. Madison's going to play it up to Wilson, and this should do it. We're just going to let the clock run out, and it's been a perfect start to life at Newcastle. We pick up the 3 points, we pick up the clean sheet, and it's a 3-0 victory. The new man in charge takes down David Moyes' West Ham, and optimism is starting to spread across St. James's Park. After flying up to an 11th place finish last season, we start off with a 3-0 victory. We're 1 of 1 this season, 3 points in the bag. Let's keep it going. I'm going to play one more match for this episode. This time we're up against Aston Villa. It's time to see how the lads perform on the road. It's going to be a tough match. And after that last match, I'm going to go ahead and insert Joe Willock into the starting 11. He's a lot younger than John Joe Shelby. He's got room to grow. So why not give him a chance? We saw he scored an absolute banger on top of that. That's the lineup going into this one. It's time to go to Villa Park and pick up another 3 points to start the season off. Bruno Guimaraes plays it in to James Madison. Madison's just going to roll inside and lay it off back to him. Let's play this one out wide and see what we can make happen here. The ball gets cut in to Zaha. Zaha finds Wilson, who takes a touch. It goes off the post, off of Martinez's back and in. A little bit of luck there in order to get the goal, but it doesn't matter because you have to be placed in the right position to get lucky. He honestly should have just finished it straight up, but at the end of the day, it's a goal regardless, and that's all that matters. What a start. I think it's going to count as an own goal. It does. So unfortunately, it doesn't count towards Callum Wilson's total, but we're still up 1-0 here against Villa. Great turn there by Joe Willock. He drops his man. He's going to lay it off to James Madison, who's going to take it first time. He smashes it off the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. Here come Aston Villa now. Coutinho lays it off to Watkins. He takes a shot. Good save by Nick Pope. He keeps his perfect record so far in the Premier League, but it's out for a corner. Ball gets played inside, and here comes Danny Ings. He's going to try to play Watkins through. Bashar is there. Watkins stays with it. Willock picks up the ball after a great tackle, and we have a chance to break on the counterattack once again. St. Maximin plays Wilson in there. Wilson's going to find Wilfried Zaha out wide. Zaha cuts inside onto his left, and he bangs it in the back of the net. Wilfried Zaha is a top quality Premier League player, and he puts his skills on display once again. That's 2 goals from 2 matches for his career at Newcastle, and let's hope he can keep that return going. What a signing he can turn out to be. He can finish with his right, he can finish with his left, and just like that, it's 2-0 for Newcastle. And looks like Aston Villa now have a chance on the counterattack. They have the numbers advantage. They're going to flick it over the top to Watkins. Watkins decides to lay it off to Buendia, and Nick Pope with a strong hand. What a great save at his near post to keep the clean sheet. But a great save by Pope. Coutinho swings that one in. Carlos is there. Another save by Nick Pope. He pushed it onto the post to deny Diego Carlos of a goal. And now we have a chance on the counterattack here. Wilfried Zaha is going to cut inside. Gets by his man beautifully. Still with it, Zaha takes the shot and bangs it in the bottom corner. 2 goals for Wilfried Zaha in this match. 3-0 for Newcastle. And Aston Villa came close, but Nick Pope denied them. Great saves on the other end. And we repay Nick Pope of his efforts. We get another goal to cushion our lead. And what a start it's been for us at Newcastle right now. We're absolutely dominating here. Good ball in behind, and here comes Felipe Coutinho. Coutinho's going to play it out wide to the other wing for Leon Bailey. And that time he's able to beat Nick Pope. You got to get it down low if you want to beat a tall goalkeeper. And Bailey picks off that bottom corner just before halftime. It seems to be an infamous trait of mine. Just can't keep the ball out of the net. But again, that was just a great piece of counter-attacking football by Villa. We had a lot of men committed forward, and that time Nick Pope's unable to get down in time. It's 3-1 just before halftime. Referee blows the whistle for halftime. Not a time you want to concede, but we still have the 2-goal advantage going into the second half. We've put on a show here, I have to say. On the road, Wilfred Zaha picking up 2 goals. Let's see if we can get some more. Let's extend this lead and pick up the 3 points. James Maddison picks that ball up. He turns and finds Callum Wilson. Wilson's going to hold it up. He draws a foul that time. We're going to play this free kick short. Sharp plays it into Botman. Botman's going to play it in to Wilson. Wilson lays it off to Maddison. And James Maddison gets his first goal in his career here at Newcastle United. After that short free kick, Maddison makes his way into the box. And we pick up another goal. We restore our 3-goal advantage. Some great football there inside the box. Nothing the Villa defenders could do about it. We're putting on a show. We're showing the type of football we want to play here at Newcastle. Electric attacking football. Great bit of passing. And the new signings are off to a great start here at Newcastle. John Bailey picks it up. He plays it out wide to Cash, who finds Ollie Watkins. They're moving the ball around the top of the box. They play it inside to Coutinho, who lets it fly. And he beats Nick Pope. This time it's the bottom right corner. Too much power on it for Nick Pope to get there in time. Felipe Coutinho, we know he can bang it from outside. He has a good finish there. Villa get another goal back, but we still maintain our 2-goal advantage. We need to be careful, though. We can't let them get back into this match. Let's see if we can put on some pressure and force a turnover. Great bit of pressure there by Saint-Maximin. Can he get himself a goal? He finds the back of the net. And it's another first goal of the season. This time for Alan Saint-Maximin. Great bit of pressure there as we force a turnover. Tyrone Mings didn't know what to do with it. Saint-Maximin comes in, picks that one off. Gets in behind and bangs it in the back of the net. Minks tried to take him out there. Would have been a red card if that happened. But Saint-Maximin is just too quick for the Villa defenders. He finds the back of the net. And that's 5 goals now for Newcastle United. It's 5-2 in this match. We make a mess of that corner. The ball is loose and Danny Ings smashes it into the back of the net. What the hell is John Joe Shelby doing? He's just come on and he's just tinkering with the ball. We turn it over and Ings just smashes it past Nick Pope. Undeserved goal there. We made a mistake. What is going on at the back? Saint-Maximin and John Joe Shelby are busy talking to each other. They don't realize the match is still going on, and Villa get 1 back. Good thing we scored 5 in this match. And that does it. The referee blows a full-time whistle. We end up winning 5-3. We gave up way too many goals in that match, but at the end of the day, we still pick up the 3 points, and that's all that matters. We put on an offensive display there. James Maddison gets his first goal for Newcastle in that match. Great performance from the lads. A little bit shaky at the back, but it's okay. We still pick up the win, and it's been a perfect start to life at Newcastle. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Newcastle United Career Mode. Make sure you guys leave some seasonal objectives in the comments down below, and I'll look to integrate them into the career mode. Let me know what you guys think about the transfer restrictions. I think it'll make it a little bit more challenging and fun. If you want to see maybe another 1 or 2 signings, let me know down below, but we might have to wait until January. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I can't wait to get this Newcastle career mode kicked off. It's been a great start so far. 2 wins from 2 matches, but I'm going to leave you on that note. Thanks for watching. It's been Matsky, and peace.